Hi, boys and girls. I just want to do an art lesson today about one of my favorite artists. His name is Charley Harper. If you Google his name, you'll find some things about him on the internet. He uses shapes, which we're talking about this week, geometric shapes, to make things like birds, especially birds. So he loves birds, I love birds, and we're doing shapes. It's the perfect art lesson for today. And today the art lesson is the one that shows on your seesaw. It is the snowy owl. So here's how you start. Get your white piece of paper. I'm going to pretend that this is a white piece of paper so that you can see it. Start off with a semicircle close to the top of your page. Then join that semicircle with a straight line. Now I want you to make a letter Y, like an uppercase Y. So you make a diagonal line and stop. From the end of the semicircle, make a diagonal line and stop. And then make a long line straight down and stop before the end of your page. Now at the side, we are going to make more semicircles. We are going to go out in a semicircle and stop when we're almost at the bottom. Then on the other side, out in a semicircle and stop. And then we're going to draw a straight line across the middle. In the top part, we are going to make a small black triangle with the point going down. Then a circle and a circle, which you can tell now are the eyes of the owl. And inside that circle will be a small black dot for the inside owl, eyes of the owl. And because it's a snowy owl, those eyes need to be bright yellow. Then if you have a ruler, I would use a ruler because he always uses straight lines and it's a little tricky to make. Make 2 or 3 straight lines across the top of the head of your owl. And then, because the owl's feathers are stripy, you're going to make some straight lines. And what Harper does is he makes some really close together and some farther apart. And you just want to make lines down to the end of this part of the Y. So I'm just going to make my last one a big one. Like that. Now I feel like that's a little bit wide. I'm going to make that a little bit less wide like that. But it should be a semicircle. Easier to do on a whiteboard, but if you feel like, oh, I don't like the way that looks, just use your eraser. Then you could take a Sharpie and outline it. That is a snowy owl a la Charley Harper. So Charley doesn't want his snowy owl to look exactly like a snowy owl. He just wants it to be owl-ish. When you're done, give it a name. The other thing he does in his, he's got circles of snow coming down around, and he's got his owl standing on a pole. So he's just got a straight line down at the bottom so it looks like it's sitting on a pole. And the snow falls in front of the pole as well. And now you'll need to give it a title. I think I'll call it Looking Owl because I feel like it's looking right at me. the snowy owl, just like with using Charley Harper's technique. Hope yours looks great. If you want more like these, there are other Charley Harper pictures on the internet. There's a cardinal and a blue jay that look not too difficult to me. Maybe we'll do a cardinal lesson another day.